Regents International School Pattaya, which is in Chonburi, is a proud member of the Nord Anglia family of premium schools. Regents is a supportive and stimulating place to learn where your child will shape their own journey to academic success. Their day and boarding school, which caters to children from the ages of 2 to 18, has been the most successful and sought-after educational institution in the Eastern Seaboard for over 25 years. At Regents Pattaya, they understand every student is different. They also know that your child will achieve more when they're happy and doing what they love. That's why they offer an unrivaled choice of subjects, 2 distinct pathways at sixth form, and a breadth of experiential adventures beyond the classroom. Combined with their award-winning well-being support, your child will benefit from an education that takes them wherever they want to go in life, including their first choice university. At their state-of-the-art campus, their talented team of teachers delivers the option of the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, or A-levels at sixth form, and the EdExcel and Cambridge IGSCE curricula for 15 to 16-year-olds. This provides students with the best possible springboard to their choice of internationally renowned universities. They provide children with a truly multilingual education, teaching English, Thai, Spanish, French, Mandarin, Korean, and Russian. Their outstanding facilities, including high-tech science labs and a vibrant creative arts center, provide the perfect environment for their innovative focus on STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics learning. And I am very happy to be joining me here, Miss Susan. Is it Deneen? I apologize that I do not know everybody's family name perfectly here. Is it Deneen?
It is Deneen, yes.
I love it when I get it right for the first time. That's so great.
Thank you very much for that introduction.
Well, no, thank you. I love these, the blurs that people put together for these schools. It's absolutely fantastic. Regents International School Pattaya. And Susan, as you're the director of admissions and marketing,
yes,
as I've offered to the other individuals who've been putting their schools out there today, in your own words, for the first 30 seconds here, what does it mean to be at Regents Pattaya?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it was in the intro, actually, is what I would say. But I think for me, one of the things that stands out for our school and the conversations that I have with families that come to talk to us and are interested in the school is the fact that we are an inclusive school, but we do have very high academic achievement, and we have done for many, many years. So, despite being an inclusive school, not all of our students are sort of the A-star typical student. What we're about is making sure that all of our students can achieve their best and get to, our ultimate objective is to help them on the right pathway to get to their university of choice, doing whatever it is that they're passionate about in terms of their subject options. So I think our program is very much tailored to achieve that for our students. So, it's about being able to stretch students that need it or support the students that need more help, perhaps. Making sure that many of our students need additional English support. They come to us with very little English. So it's about having the program that helps them to improve those English language skills so that they can be successful academically as well. But it's much more than that for us. It's about developing many of those skills in children, about being inquisitive, about being problem solvers. STEAM is a very important part of our program for us because we think, it's not just about being good at maths. It's knowing how to use all of your skills to be able to solve those real world problems. And we think that's the skill set that our children really need for the future. So it's having those programs, so things like the option choices, the subject choices that we have, the languages that we teach, the EAL support that we have, the fact that we're one of the only schools to offer this choice at sixth form between the A-level or the International Baccalaureate Diploma, for example, and all of the programs that we can do because we're part of the Nord Anglia group of schools. So, some people might not realise Nord Anglia now have about over 80 international schools throughout the world. So that makes us a very big schools group, and we have all of that support behind us as the school here in Thailand. So it means we can recruit the best teachers because we can offer them the best support in terms of their own professional development as well. So I think many of the programs and things that we have in place at the school are there to support our children and to give them the best opportunity to be successful for the future.
It's hard to find a follow-up question there. You kind of put it all on the table. But I do encourage everyone, if you are listening to us on Facebook, I still see a bunch of you in the room here. So Facebook or YouTube, please feel free to put your comments or questions into the chat there. We do see them and I'm happy to ask them here. Next question for you though is, juxtapose for me the difference between Chonburi and Bangkok. Why would we want to choose Pattaya, in that environment over sort of, the more where the base of Thailand is, like, or maybe you could say, what are some of the challenges, advantages, disadvantages, etc. of those?
Okay. Yes, many of our families are here at our school because they actually live here in the area or they work here in the area. So, we're one of the international schools here for them to choose between. But we are a boarding school as well. So we do have students that actually travel from Bangkok and other parts of Thailand actually to actually board with us. And we have a lot of different options for boarding. So students can stay with us sort of Monday to Friday and return home for the weekend, or they can stay with us throughout the term. And we do also have a very flexible option. Many of our parents are very busy working people who may travel quite a lot, and boarding can actually be a really good option, especially for maybe older students in their exam years. Parents don't want to interfere with their academic progress, and so we can also offer boarding temporarily, so for a week or a few weeks, to make sure that their education isn't being interrupted because of family plans, work plans, and so on. So that's a good option for some of our families as well. For us, Bangkok is a fabulous area, especially for our boarding students. It's part of a big tourist area all the way down this coast, so there's lots and lots of activities for our students to get involved in, particularly our boarding students, because you've got all of those holiday activities and resources to hand. So for our boarding students in particular, it's a great location. And of course, we would say as well that some of the advantages from being in Bangkok, we're out of that big city environment, out of the traffic, out of the pollution, so we're a very green, rural kind of setting. Our school is surrounded by palm trees and tapioca fields. It means we have more space as a campus as well, because obviously space in a big city like Bangkok is at a premium, whereas here we have a little bit more space available to us. So we have quite a large campus. We're all on one site and it's a nice greenfield site. It's a lovely place to be. So, it really depends on the family and their needs and their location. But I think we are a good option, particularly maybe if you are based in Bangkok, but you would like to get your children out of that big city. This can be a very good option for a weekly boarding student.
Fantastic. Michelle Tan has a question for you, which is, we know that you're part of the Nord Anglia group. Tell us how that advantages you or gives you connections with other schools in Bangkok, or those types of things.
Yeah, it's, I think one of the strongest positives for us is with our teacher quality, because we're part of a major school group. We're really able to recruit top quality teachers. They want to work for an international school group that's as wide a spread as us. We have, our own course at Oxford for our teachers to get post-grad qualifications and further professional development. And of course, there's career opportunities for them as well around the world. So for us, it means we're able to recruit perhaps, if we were a standalone school in Pattaya, teachers might not be so interested, but because we're part of this large education group, it gives us the opportunity to recruit the best. So it really means we have good quality teachers, and the vast majority of our teachers are British. We do employ some native speakers for our modern languages programme, but they're all fully qualified QTS teachers that we employ here at the school. But there's many advantages for our students as well in terms of the programmes that they can get involved in. So we run a lot of programmes as Nord Anglia to give our students access to do all sorts of exciting and adventurous trips. For example, we've just literally had a group last week who climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. So there's some absolutely, we've had students go off to Switzerland on a skiing and trekking trip. They've been to Japan. We've had trips all over the world that we're able to run because we're part of the Nord Anglia group. So, and they're meeting students from other Nord Anglia schools, which I also think is a great experience. Part of Phobisia, because we're a part of that big group as well, means that a lot of it's not just about sports for Phobisia. People sometimes think it is, but all those sports competitions, but there's maths competitions and English story writing, poem competitions with lots of other British international schools in Asia. And also we have a Nord Anglia platform for our students called Global Campus, which is an online platform which has many different courses, activities for our students to get involved with, where they can work on things with other groups and other students throughout the world. So that's a unique program that our students get access to by being part of our school. And of course, perhaps, very key for us is that other large groups are interested in working with us. So, for example, we work with the Juilliard School in New York, the top school for performing arts. And they've actually worked on our performing arts curriculum for all of the Nord Anglia schools. And they also train our performing arts teachers. And we do get visits from their specialists as well. So, performing arts we feel are really important for student development. Even if you've got no plans to be an actor or a singer, that doesn't really matter. Those are really important skills for students to learn. It improves their confidence, their ability to express themselves and problem solve as well, and be creative. So we think performing arts are important for all students. And we also work with MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the top universities in the world. And they have developed the STEAM program with Nord Anglia. So STEAM, as you said in the introduction, is this idea of using science, technology, engineering, art, and math, and combining all of those various subject areas for our students to be problem solvers and being creative. So MIT have done something similar to Juilliard. They've worked with us on the curriculum that we offer our students, and they also train our teachers in the delivery of STEAM. So, there's many advantages there of being part of this Nord Anglia group.
Cool. Final question for you from Tess Sorbello is, roughly what percentage of the students board at Regents?
Well, we're a student body of about 900 and we have about 50 boarders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Susan, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with us today. It's been very enlightening and educational. I mean, I didn't know that you were with Juilliard and MIT. That's fantastic. But thank you so much. And now we have our video presentation for Regents Pattaya.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you, everybody.
Regents is not a traditional education. We pride ourselves in transforming teaching and learning. This is about the teacher being a facilitator and really helping the children develop those 21st century skills.
One of the great parts about our school here is not just the wonderful academic aspect inside the classroom, but we can draw on the expertise of our collaborations with Juilliard, with MIT and with Round Square that focus on actually developing a whole child.
I have friends from all over the world. They bring their different talents and culture into our learning, and that's really great.
The International Baccalaureate Diploma Programme has been at Regents for a number of years. With the diploma, our students are able to go on to any university around the world. It's fundamental in terms of developing the students across a breadth of subjects.
One of the reasons my parents chose Regents is because the vast opportunities that Regents present to the students. Every year we have a Round Square trip, and all these trips have really opened my eyes into service work.
Round Square is an organisation that was started about 50 years ago that believed that students didn't necessarily just need academic skills when they left school. They need a sense of compassion, they need to offer service to others, they need a bit of adventure in their lives.
We had looked at several different schools within the area. I felt quite confident that we were coming to a nice, warm community. There's not a day that goes by where I can think that my children haven't loved being here.
I think that my times in Regents has not only developed me in the classroom, but also developed me to become more well-rounded person.
We are educating our students in a whole host of different values that are going to help them make decisions in their future.
In 2009, I was a gap student here at Nord Anglia, and having spent the year here and seeing the opportunities that children had, I went straight back to get my teaching degree and came back to Nord Anglia. Seeing how someone was able to get the best out of children and show them what they are capable of doing, that's something that really resonated with me. Pattaya itself has pretty much everything anyone could want. I'm here with my wife, Teresa. The great joy of being able to work here is that I don't have to compromise in terms of what I do socially, what I do professionally. I really get the opportunity to experience everything I want to experience.
We were able to embrace them as a teaching couple and really help them get to know the area, get to know the school.
One of the major benefits of working at Regents International School Pattaya is part of the Nord Anglia umbrella.
Our teachers have the opportunity to continue to learn, to continue to strive for excellence.
I've got aspirations to go further, and I certainly think this is a place that could develop me. I'm able to draw on the expertise of a number of people on a global basis from schools all around the world.
The professional learning opportunities he's had has really given him the confidence to take his teaching to the next level.
We collaborate with MIT, which is geared all towards STEAM. We've done a lot of project-based learning, and I want to teach them the explicit skills and show them what they are capable of doing. We're preparing them for a world that we don't know what it's going to be yet. In the end, the things that the children achieved were far beyond my expectations. I really get the opportunity to experience everything I want here at Regents, and I absolutely love every single second of it.
Contrary to popular belief, the IB isn't an elite programme. It's an incredibly inclusive programme that offers so many different subjects for the children to be able to choose. The IBDP is one of the best qualifications prior to university, what they call the IB Core, which constitutes extended essay, theory of knowledge and creativity, action and service. It sets students up to university far better than any other qualification.
The IB is a rigorous program, but it is most definitely rewarding. The course has really taught me how to remain organized, to manage my time well, and it has put a lot of weight on remaining balanced. It's really nice to see how you develop as a student, but also as a person throughout these 2 years.
We knew that Regents was the right school for our daughter, but being based in Bangkok, the commute wasn't actually an option for us. We were very happy to find that boarding was available at Regents.
We found a place where the environment was very different from Bangkok, away from some pollution, more space, much more suitable for a child to grow and to mature.
Our boarders have access to additional support during their prep time, where teachers help with their specialist subjects. We have fantastic facilities at the school, and the boarders have access at the evenings and at weekends. Boarding is something that is very special. You can really make a difference in helping a child become a very successful adult.
As a boarder, I have learned responsibility and developed independence and made lifelong friends. I feel like Regents is my second home.
And that was a fantastic presentation. I want to remind everyone that, as a part of our summit here, we have many interesting opportunities that some of the schools are offering us. And Regents International School Pattaya has this promotion that is exclusive only to the people who are viewing our summit today. And you can see here that promotion is a waiver of enrollment fees, a 60,000 baht for pre-nursery receptions, and 107,000 baht for year 1 to year 13. And all you have to do is go over there and contact Susan, who's the head of marketing and admissions anyway. But that is exclusive to everyone who is at our summit today, and we thank them for that promotion and that presentation.